Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be passed for the future you or someone around you. So take the resonates and the rest of someone else. Okay? Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. It's a good idea for you to have an empty cup. When you are on Lady Noble's channel, you really want to see this up. Thank you all for your kindness and your support. All are welcome on the channel and all contributions are highly appreciated. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Tell a family, friend, or foe you know to come on over and subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. There's enough space in this place for everyone to be notified. Okay? Collective, it looks like you're working on balance. It looks like you're working on maintaining your balance. You could have started or began some kind of exercise or regimen. You could maybe join a yoga class. You could be maybe trying out a new hobby or skill. Okay, there are many ways that you can maintain balance. You could be doing affirmations, more prayer, more meditation. I'm picking up someone is reading more, okay? But as you progress forward and make these changes, you may feel someone trying to pull on your energy. This could be someone from your past. This could be a lover or a friend or a family member. This is someone who is observing you making these changes. Maybe from time to time you get invites to do things that you're no longer interested in, I'm picking up. Okay, so while you're progressing forward, you're getting invites constantly. But these invites are to places and environments and inviting you to do things that you don't do anymore. You may be someone, maybe you no longer drink, you may be practicing, being sober, celebrating sobriety, okay? Maybe you stop smoking. Maybe they want to invite you to a smoke out, or you're always getting asked to go out to bars. And everyone is well aware of these changes that you have made. And so Spirit is saying it is being done intentionally. And that's why it's important when you work towards progress and you recognize that you have people that are trying to keep you chained. Let me hold this card for a minute. Keep you chained to a situation that no longer serves you. That's why it's important to change your environment, especially when it comes to sobriety, vices, becoming successful, starting a business, just about anything regarding Progress Collective. It's very important that you allow people to fall to the side, meaning, there will be a lot of people that you no longer resonate with when you're working on progress. Because as I always inform, not to project negative energy, but people do not, no one wants to see anyone really happy or successful. You can be successful just as long as you're not more successful than them. You can be happy just as long as you're not happier than them, okay? You can be wealthy just as long as you're not wealthier than them. So that's where the envy and the jealousy comes in. And so that's why you hear people say it's lonely at the top. That's a metaphor for what I am explaining to you. People will begin to change. They will find your growth as an offense. They will take it as if you're trying to insult them. It's like, how dare you try to progress? How dare you to better yourself? Who do you think you are? You're so stuck up. That's how people feel, okay? And it's the sad truth, but it is the reality. And so Spirit is saying it looks like you're going to have to make the executive decision, because you are the captain of your own ship, to sever ties with some people permanently. There's no need to front anyone off or keep repeating to people, I don't drink anymore, or, I don't do this no more. I don't like ranch dressing anymore. I only want vinaigrette, that kind of thing. There's no need to keep explaining yourself. It's confirmation for you to sever ties. And it doesn't mean that you're angry or mad. It means that you're going to practice self-preservation. And you're going to put yourself first by not asserting yourself where you no longer belong, because it looks like these people are constantly inviting you to things that they know you are no longer interested in. It's intentional. It's intentional. It's on purpose. It's something about your growth or the changes you are making. They feel offended by it, and there's nothing you can do about that. That's a personal problem. That's between them. It's for them to go within themselves and to heal and help themselves in their own time. No one can correct that, and you're not put here to deal with that. But you need to sever ties, because if not, what you are building, these people will try to destroy and distract, okay? They will have you in the energy of the Five of Cups, a shoulda, woulda, coulda theory, saying I should have left you alone a long time ago. Okay, so the message of this read, clearly collective, is that your progress is really making folks angry. They feel insulted, they feel intimidated. It's a problem. They don't like it, okay? They would be willing to accept you, if you were in the position of not having so many options with the Seven of Cups in the upside down position. If you were someone who wasn't working, towards progress, meaning you would have no options, if you were in this energy here, they would be willing to accept you. So I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure not willing to sacrifice myself to please anyone. And I don't think that you're willing to block your blessings and your opportunity in this lifetime just to please someone. There's no need to be confused with the Two of Swords here. There's no need for you to have to ponder. The decision is already made, okay? Your idea and your knowing of who you are and who you desire to be is already established. The only thing you have to do now is just let those people go. Even if it is a lover, this could be a companion. You could be married, and could find out that, hey, you married the wrong person. You could have a husband, a wife, a spouse, a living partner who's non-supportive of you. Okay, look how she is, invested in nurturing and showing emotional support. And if you look at the demeanor on his face, this person has other thoughts, other things running through his mind. Okay, sometimes people are sleeping with the enemy and they don't know it, and sometimes people are sleeping with the enemy and they do know it. They even allow it and they condone it. Okay, but there's no need for you to sacrifice yourself. You are no longer, with the Ace of Pentacles on the outside looking in. This is your winning season. You're not outside looking in. You're part of the play. You're part of the story. You are the main character. This is your moment. Do not miss this opportunity. Eminem, it comes once in a lifetime. You better use yourself, okay? The next card we have here is the King of Wands, okay? And so the King of Wands is clearly speaking of success, leadership, and confidence. So Spirit wants you to have the confidence to progress forward and just not allow. And also, I'm hearing for you to get into the habit of not being confrontational, not announcing your departure or your arrival. But whenever you recognize that the energy, this dark energy is there trying to pull you back into things they know you're not interested in, it is really a sign of disrespect, and you need to honor the gift of separation. Cut those people off and cut ties immediately. And once again, you do not need to announce your departure or your arrival. That's for someone who feels they have to explain why they're doing something. These people know what they are doing, collective, and it's being done on purpose. People are very smart and wise, trust me. And a person will come maybe months or years later trying to apologize to you to try to wiggle a way back into your life. But in reality, folks know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know that you are passionate. They know that you are courageous, and they know what they're doing. They know you're very adventurous. You're a risk taker. You're someone you're willing to do things that other people are too insecure to do, okay? For instance, you may have a platform on social media. There may be people who would like to have a platform on social media. They busy watch everyone else and get in people's comment section and throw a little hate this way. And, but deep down inside, they want to do it too, but they haven't done it yet. And you may be someone who's ambitious, confident enough to not care about what other people are thinking or saying. You love yourself enough to proceed forward and trust the process. You may have someone around you who don't like that, collective, okay? You may have someone who really don't like that. Who does the collective think they are, trying to progress and be confident? Who do they think they are? We need to take them down a peg or two. People actually think like that, okay? People actually think like that. But Spirit wants you not to be around these kind of people, and it's important that you honor the gift of separation. Learn to let these people go. You don't have to, go into a confrontation to let person go. Just simply cut communication, permanently. And with the Four of Swords here, it's time for you to be in the habit of resting and rejuvenating, constantly grounding yourself, practicing spiritual hygiene, and making sure you are staying well balanced so that you are prepared. We started off with balance here so that you are prepared. It's time for you to rest and maintain that balance and not be frustrated because you have people in your life or around you who you can't trust, who are jealous, who are envious, who get angry whenever they see you progress. You may get a raise or a promotion, and they get upset and maybe want to provoke and start an argument or a fight. Or you go shopping and buy a new wardrobe. They're bothered by that. Maybe you want to upgrade your car. They're bothered by that. Maybe you decorate your home and then they're bothered by that because you tell them don't put your feet on their sofa. Oh, you're acting stuck up now. No, the collective just trying to take care of what they have. Okay, people will find reasons. The whole goal of what I'm speaking of is people will find reasons to hate you. People will find reasons to hate you, to be confrontational, to start a problem with you, and it's because they don't like themselves. People don't like themselves. It's a lot of pump faking going on out here. And I don't care how much materialism you see a person with, how much money they may flash in front of you. There are a lot of unhealed, unhappy people running around in the world in a daily, and they're constantly just inflicting their energy onto different people out in the world. People are unhealed and unbalanced and unhappy with themselves. And people will find a reason. They will find a reason to pick a fight, an argument, find a reason not to like you. Even people you don't even know. It's because they don't love or like themselves. They feel they have nothing to live for. But that is a them problem. That has nothing to do with you. You are not put here to rescue these people. You are not put here to be Captain Saver. It is up to them to come to their own awakening and understanding in their own time. Just like you came to your own judgment of yourself in your own time. We're here to learn and grow. They have to go through their lessons to learn and grow. Each of our contracts are different. We can't live a life imitating and duplicating each other, though many try to do that on a daily. And that's where the jealousy and envy comes in. People have, that entitlement, the attitude and mindset. They want what someone else has, but that may not be written in the stars for you. That may not be part of your purpose. That may not be part of your journey. You know, this could be a career, a house, money, anything, success, a loving marriage, children. Everybody won't have children in this lifetime. Maybe it's not meant for them to have children for many reasons, spiritually speaking, respectfully so. It's deeper. There's more than what meets the two eyes, collective. It's deeper than what the surface-ish that we stay focused on. It's deeper than that. Everything has its own purpose and timing, spiritually speaking, divinely. Divine purpose, that's what divine purpose is about. There's more than what meets the two eyes. There's more behind the curtain. There's more of the reasoning of each one of our existence and why we meet certain people and why we experience different events in our lives. Whether it's good, bad, negative, sad, tragic, there's reasons behind it. There's reasons behind how karma is created and why. Everything has its own divine purpose, collective. Trust and know. People say they believe. You have to walk in the know, live in the know, breathe in the know, and act like you really know. Don't let these people get in your way. Don't let these folks keep you idle, keep you stagnant, keep you placent. This is your winning season. Don't allow these people to stop you from being great. You don't need permission. You don't need their permission. There's not a person outside of you that can block your blessings unless you choose to give your power away to them, unless you choose to keep the naysayers around you, people who are disrespectful, inconsiderate, non-supportive. If you choose to keep them kind of people around you, because y'all go way back. Oh, that's my people and them. Well, those are the kind of things will happen. You will self-inflict stagnation on your own journey. And you'll be watching other people progress and you'll be wondering, why isn't this happening for me? Why isn't that happening for me? Well, judgment is being called. This reading is one of your confirmations, not a coincidence. To let these people or this person go who keep trying to invite you to these gatherings and parties and to do these things that they know you're no longer interested in. You have a right to change your life. No one can tell you how to live your life. But the disrespect, Spirit is saying the disrespect to even try should be enough to make you say, you know what? I'm through with you. You know, you should allow your middle finger to grow longer and longer. They are desiring to see you in pain. They are desiring this. They know about your creativity. As I was just mentioning, they know that you are confident. They know you are courageous. They know that you are brave enough to go back to school and maybe further your education. They know that you are confident and inspired and you have the passion in you to start that business. You're not afraid to advertise. You're not afraid to promote yourself. Whether you do hair, nails, tattoo, a barber, whatever you do, landscaping, home improvement, whatever you do. You could be a mechanic. You could be a cook. You could be someone who wants to start a daycare. I'm picking up on that. There is nothing too foolish. There is nothing too small. We all are fully capable and able to obtain the life we desire. But they know about your empowerment. They know that you are strong. And so their goal is, because people are put in spaces and places to test you also. Be mindful. It's to stop this abundance. This is a problem. They know this is where you are headed. They know it and they see it. So by any and all means necessary, even if they have to do something foolish, like give you an invite to something you're no longer interested in, oh, they'll try that too. Even if they have to maybe send somebody your way to pretend like they're interested in you, they'll do that too. Even if they have to pretend like they want to have a conversation with you about some ish that happened years ago, that happened in the past and no longer matters, people will do that too. They'll use children, they'll use all kind of excuses to try to stay attached to you or reassert themselves if you have cut these people off collective into your lives. People will try anything. The Spirit is saying before I close out this read, one thing you need to always remember. Whenever you choose to cut somebody off for any reason, there's a reason why they are returned. Always remember the reason why you cut them off. Because they're fully aware, but they will pretend like they don't know and they want you to make it make sense. People know what they're doing. Don't allow people to come into your life and play in your face and play on your top. They know what they are doing. They don't want understanding. They want to stay attached to try to dishevel, create some friction in your life, some strife, because they trust and know that all is well with you. And a person that is miserable on the inside, who don't like what they see when they look in the mirror, who don't believe in themselves, they're low vibrational, they lack confidence. Maybe they don't know what love is. Maybe they're a third party. Maybe they're in a relationship where they have to share somebody. They feel empty on the inside. Whatever their issue is, that's a them problem. It's for them to heal themselves in their own time. Spirit is saying, make sure you stay out the way. Make sure you stay out the way and enjoy your winning season.